Hi, it's Erica.
Hi, it's Camilla. Welcome to Two Singles in a Pod.
On today's episode, we're going to discuss do opposites attract and zodiac signs. So, let's get into it.
So with opposites attract, when I think of this, I think like I'm an introvert, I need an extrovert. That's completely opposite from me.
It is.
But then it's like, will we truly attract? Like, I mean, like in the other senses of things, like I'm a homebody. I can't be with somebody who's always like, let's go on the streets. Because that would just drive me crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think opposites truly attract? Like, truly?
No, not really.
Okay, why?
I think it depends. Personality-wise, I want to say yes, because I do believe that you need someone to kind of balance you out in a sense.
Okay.
But when it comes to like your morals, your values, your beliefs, I don't think opposites attract. I think you have to be in alignment with your person in order for it to work out.
Okay, so would you date somebody that was completely opposite for you, like political views, religion, whatever else?
I don't think so.
It's funny because I think about this. Like my best friend and me we actually have different political views, but we've never argued about it. Like we've had discussions about it, but we've never had full like blown screaming matches about it.
Okay.
So I don't know if I was with somebody if they disagreed about my political views. I mean, like I feel like I've dated people that have probably, but then we don't really talk about it. But religion is the one that gets me.
Oh, yes.
That's the one that I'm like, we have to be on the same page on in the sense of I just need you to be like there is a God. Like just believe in God.
Okay.
But don't be like judgy about it.
Okay, so I think like as long as they respect your beliefs, your opinions, whatever, then yes, it could work out. But if they're like absolutely not, or like trying to argue and say that they're right and you're wrong, then that's okay. That's when we have a problem.
Correct. So that's why I'm like, it could maybe work, but there's like, I have views that I'm really strong about in some senses. And then if I'm with somebody, I need them to agree on those things. But if they don't agree, I don't know if I would be like, just be done with them. I'm very like willing to hear their side of it out. But I'm not really judgy either. Like if you believe one thing, I'm like, okay, that is your view. You're entitled to that opinion, whatever. And I'm going to just leave it alone. Right. I'm not going to be like, no, you're wrong. I'm not going to do that. Cause I think that's just disrespecting their beliefs and their, how they feel about things. So I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't want to make them feel like they're wrong. Like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So again, it's like if they respect your point of view, great. You have to respect their point of view, and I think maybe then you can make it work. But again, like religion, it's such a big thing, especially if you're looking long term, like marriage and that type of commitment. Can you get married through church? Can you do certain things that you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah,
and it's like, are they open to that change, or is it absolutely not? Like this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like I dated somebody and we did not have political views the same. Like I am pro-choice. You do whatever you want to your body. He didn't agree with that, and I was like, that's just terrible. Like, I mean, like one of those things is a big thing. He didn't believe like in gay marriage. I believe in gay marriage. He didn't like, and those things got me more than anything because I'm like, how do you not believe in love?
Yeah, love is love.
Exactly. So that was like one of the top things of reasons why I was like, I can't do it. I can't be with him because of that. Even more so than the pro-choice. That really just set me off because I'm like, you're really just like hating for no reason. Like you just have hate. Like I just feel like it's hate in your heart.
Yeah.
That's where I can't do the opposite, was when you actually have the hate in your heart. Because I felt like that's hate in your heart. I feel like you're not being like, oh, I'm religious. No, you're just fucking hateful.
Yeah.
Point blank, you're fucking hateful.
Yeah, I get that.
And when you deny yourself from being hateful and you're like, oh, it's my religious views. It's not. It's you're being hateful. Like I hate when people say that as a cop out. It's like, to me, it's a cop out.
But you know, for some people, unfortunately, it is though. Yeah. Like they're so I don't even want to like traditional.
Yes.
That's why they use that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. Yeah. But this is just not going to work out. I get it.
That's something I'm just going to be like, no, we're not going to ever work out for that one. But you said traditional.
Uh-huh.
I am very I've realized it as I've gotten older.
Uh-huh.
I am traditional on a few things and relationship wise. Like I just am noticing this about myself as of lately. Mm-hmm. Like there's things that I feel like is a man's job in a relationship and it's not my job. So do it.
Yes.
Yes. I have, before I used to not feel this way, mm-hmm. but now I am been feeling this way, like hard. Like I'm not taking out the garbage. I'm not doing it. That is a man's job.
Okay.
Take your ass out there, clean the garbage too, like the garbage cans. That is your job. I will do the dishes, I guess, but I mean, like, you can dry them.
Okay.
You know, but in opposites attract, I wouldn't want a man to feel like there is no gender roles. Mm-hmm. Like, it would be hard for me to date somebody that's like, oh, well, no, I think that you should take out the garbage and I'll do the dishes. Because I would be like, absolutely not.
Oh, like kind of flip it is what you're saying. Okay.
No, I would need someone on the same page as me as that kind of thing. So there's ways that opposites can attract, mm-hmm. but then there's ways that I think that they just don't.
Yeah, I agree. Going back to that, I think that would give me the biggest ick.
Exactly.
I'd be like, what am I doing?
Exactly. You would be like, let me check this off on my box.
Yeah, yeah.
Not happening. But I do think, like, sometimes, for an example, like a bad girl needs a really good guy. She doesn't need a bad guy, too. Because two bads don't work. You know, she needs like a really good guy, a nerdy guy, and like a party girl would work, I think.
Really?
I do.
Huh.
I do.
Okay, I think it would work out for like balance purposes, yes. Mm-hmm. Do you think it would work like long term though?
I think it could.
Okay.
I'm not really a party girl at all.
Me either.
But I used to be. I used to be like the party girl.
Okay.
And I think back then when I was a party girl, if I dated someone who was like more nerdy and more like set in their ways, more like we have to do this, we can't be out all night and stuff like that, that would have bothered me back then. I'd have been like, who the hell is he telling me that I have to be home and go to bed at 11 o'clock? Now, as an ex-party girl, I would be like, yes,
absolutely. I'll be home by 9.
So also with opposites attract. So I'm a Virgo, as you know.
Yeah.
She's a Scorpio.
Uh-huh.
Virgos and Scorpios are actually really great together.
Yes.
I've never dated a Scorpio ever. So I personally don't know.
I personally would 10 out of 10 not recommend.
Virgo and Scorpio together, or just you dating another Scorpio?
I would say I don't think I would date another Scorpio.
Which is funny because most Scorpios, you guys are not opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're like the most compatible, I would say, when it comes to everything.
See? I wouldn't date a Virgo. Never.
Yeah, sorry. I don't think I could.
I couldn't do it because we're overthinkers. We feel like we're always right. Even when we're not. Like, it's so hard for us to be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I'm telling you you're right, then 1,000% you're right. Because if there's a 99% or a 1% chance, I'm sorry, that you're wrong, I'm going to be like, there's that 1% chance you're wrong. And
yep.
I'm fucking right. So I couldn't date a Virgo because of that. And I noticed, because me, my mom, and my sister are all Virgos.
Oh, wow.
I know. So that's probably another reason why I would not date one, because I see it. But because I see things that my sister does with her husband, who's actually a Scorpio. It's funny. That I'm like, it's so me, and I couldn't date that. Like, it's like if I ask you to go and pick up that box, and you don't pick it up right away when I'm asking you to, it's going to be an issue. So I'm just like, I can just do it myself. Like, fuck asking you. I could just do it myself. Like, why did I even ask you to do something if you're not capable of doing it when I'm asking you to do it?
You need it done like right that second.
Yes. And I noticed other Virgos are going to be like, no, that's not me. Yes, it is you. It's you. It's all, I have other friends that are Virgos. I know guys that are Virgos. They're all like that. If they're asking you to do something, they expect you to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's no, like, it's not just a negotiation. It's like, do that shit. And then if you're not doing it right, it's like, oh fuck, I could have just done it, and then it's an argument.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I know. For Virgos, they say I'm like compatible with like Taurus. I've never dated Taurus.
Oh my god, love me a Taurus.
I've never dated one. Never.
They are great. Okay, I've only met 2 Taurus men, and they're both incredible people, incredible hearts, just amazing.
Okay.
But when it comes to like Taurus women, I've never met a Taurus woman.
Okay.
So I don't know they are.
I have. Now, to me, one of my good friends, she is one actually, and I feel like she's stubborn.
Oh yeah, so are the men.
And so I don't know if that would work for me, because I'm stubborn.
You guys would like clash.
Yeah, I would be like, no, someone is gonna move, but I probably would move first, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Only to be like, I was better in that situation than you were.
You were the adult.
Yep. I'm a 100% a person that's like, I'm the bigger person. I'll apologize first. But I acknowledge that I'm apologizing, and you did not apologize to me first. So I want you to acknowledge that you didn't apologize to me first, and that I had to apologize to you first. That's crazy.
My gosh.
See?
I would just love to be in the room with like you and someone like that.
It's crazy. I know. But just like I've dated Capricorns before.
Okay.
And those have been like pretty mellow. We've actually mellowed each other out.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Some are very chill.
Yeah. I've dated 2 before. One was a shitty ass relationship, and then the other relationship was like my first love. I actually got a child out of that one. And I feel like we were just so young though too, that a lot of things that we did to each other, I think, is like more. Virgos aren't really forgiving, and we hold on to grudges.
Yes.
And I feel like Capricorns aren't forgiving, and they hold on to grudges.
Yes.
So that's why that doesn't work out in that way. And so I've only dated a Capricorn, a Leo. Leo was really good. I actually love Leos.
I love Leos.
That's my favorite sign. Like one of my best friends, she's a Leo, and they're just my favorite people.
They're just fun and like bubbly and just like, they're incredible.
They are.
Leos are incredible.
And in like relationship wise, I think that they're really giving to their partners.
Yes.
They really are giving people, and
they
I
have
think
the biggest hearts.
Yes, and I really feel like they are like, I want to make that person that they're with happy.
Yeah.
I truly think a Leo is like, I want to make that person happy. 1,000%.
Yeah. My cousin and my youngest sister are Leos, and they are just so full of life. And maybe because they're young, but they're just so like bubbly and cheerful, and like they will give it their 110% in everything.
I love Leos. I really love Leos. Like, that's my favorite sign. I'm gonna get on my least favorite sign really quickly.
Go.
And it's funny. It's Gemini. My daughter's a Gemini.
Is she really?
My daughter's a Gemini. Yes. And a person that I've been in an on and off relationship with, he's a Gemini. And let me tell you, it's a roller coaster.
Oh,
how
are you? Are you okay?
I'm not okay. It's a roller coaster. And my best friend, the one that I've been speaking about, he's a Gemini.
What?
You know what's so crazy about this is that me and my best friend, we've literally gotten to one argument, and we've been best friends since we were 16, or since I was 16, because he's a little bit older than me. Since I was 16. One argument.
Wow.
And it was like work related, because we worked together. It's like super stupid. I got written up for not standing on a dot, because I worked at New York roller coaster. And no one else stood on the dots. And I was like, because I'm petty as fuck, I was like, okay, bet. So I went to HR and was like, everybody doesn't stand on those dots, look at the tapes and everything. So everybody got written up, and he got a note to file. So he was pissed.
Oh, I would have been so mad. Like, really? You're going to be that girl?
Yeah, I absolutely was that girl. I was fucking pissed. I was like, these motherfuckers are not about to get me. Yeah. Because all these same motherfuckers do the same thing. Absolutely not. So that was our one argument, and we've never argued after that. But being in a relationship with a Gemini is different. That shit's not for the weak.
It is not.
They're so indecisive. They changed with the wind. Sometimes I will look at the man that I've been on and off a relationship with, and I'll look at him, and I'll be like, who are you this morning? Because sometimes I don't even recognize him. Like, I actually feel like I don't know him sometimes.
Like, you're actually dating two different people in one.
Absolutely. And it's weird. I'll, like, look at him and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, are we nice guy or are we just annoyed guy? Are we, like, there's something like 10 personalities in there. I don't know.
I have two sisters. My other sister, she is a Gemini, and she is the most Gemini there is.
So is she June or May?
May. She's end of May going into June.
Okay.
So you got to be careful with her because she has no filter. You never know if she's going to have a good day or a bad day. But 6 out of 10 times, it's not a good day. She will make it known. I promise you. You think my faces are loud? Her faces are worse.
It's funny you say that because, like I said, my daughter is a Gemini. And it's funny. My sister's always like, so are you Desi or are you Des today? When, like, she wakes up. And, you know, my daughter's always like, gets the eye roll or whatever because she's like, you know, preteen, whatever.
Yeah.
But God help the man who falls in love with her because he's going to be one strong motherfucker because she's hard and she pisses me off and I'm her mother. So, like, very much Virgo and me. Say she gets like a B on her grade. I'll be like, you could have got an A. She's very much so like, you better just take that B because that's what it is.
Oh.
And I'm just like, girl.
She's like, Mom, you got to look at the cup half full instead of half empty.
Yeah. She's like, you're lucky I got a B. And I'm not like that. I'm like, oh, I'll strive to be harder, like work harder.
Yeah.
She's like, take what you got.
Literally.
Like, take it and shut the fuck up, basically, without saying shut the fuck up.
She's like, be lucky it wasn't enough.
Yeah, exactly. She has said those things to me before. And that's what it's like dating a Gemini, because it's like for Virgo, we have high expectations in relationships. And a Gemini is not going to meet that for you. They work on their own pattern.
Yeah.
They do what they want to do.
Absolutely. At their own time.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep.
And so it's definitely an opposite. 1,000% opposite.
Yes.
Opposite in every way. I feel like Geminis are more outgoing too than Virgos are.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And that's a huge opposite. Like, they're more talkative, they're more out there. I mean, like, look at Kanye West. Gemini. Exactly.
Big personality.
And that's hard for people.
Yes.
Because I've noticed every Gemini that I know, they literally say what the fuck they want to say and don't care and are not apologizing to you at all. Like, they don't care. It is what it is.
Yep. That's exactly. It is what it is.
And dating somebody that is like, it is what it is so hard for me.
Yeah, because they don't care.
Yeah, no.
And like, you care.
Too much.
Yeah.
Virgos care too much. If you're dating a Virgo and they say they don't care, they're fucking lying.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what did you say your top 3 most compatible signs were?
It's a Capricorn, I think Taurus, and I think Scorpio, but I think it's actually Pisces over Scorpio.
Ooh,
I've never dated a Pisces, but my mom and my dad were married for like 20-something years, and he was a Pisces.
Oh, wow.
But I couldn't date a Pisces after, you know, my dad. I realized, like, no, they ain't for me.
I couldn't date a Pisces. My mom's a Pisces. No, absolutely not.
I don't really know much about that sign. I just know that every Pisces to me feels very righteous. And I don't know how to explain that more, but sometimes I feel like they are
always right.
Yeah, and like a little bit like above.
Absolutely.
I've never dated one, so I really don't know. Like, I've never been in a relationship.
It's their way or the highway.
That's hard. See, that's not going to work for me. I don't know why we're compatible, because it's not going to work.
I think for me, my top 3 are obviously Scorpios, Taurus, and Cancer.
You know, I've never dated a Cancer, but I know I couldn't. But that's like not too far for like Virgos. They say Cancers and Virgos work well, but not for me. They're too sensitive.
Yeah. Yes, I tried. I was talking to a Cancer a few years ago, and no, I just couldn't do it. But it's so funny because my 2 best friends are Cancers.
See, it's funny, right?
So I think on a friendship like level, like base, yes, I would agree with Cancers.
Yeah.
But like romantically, absolutely not.
And it's funny that you say this because I've noticed for cancers, and I'm sorry to all the cancers out there. I really don't mean anything by this. But I noticed if something doesn't go your way or an argument happens, you shut down completely. When I mean like shut down completely, you act like your world ended. Like you can't talk to anybody. You can't do anything. It's just like, ugh.
That's how guys are.
Buck up, little camper. Yeah. Fucking life is more important than you fucking throwing a little titsy fit because you didn't get your way. Like
I said, grow the fuck up.
Yeah, I couldn't date it. I couldn't do it. I've never dated a Libra.
Okay.
You know what? I sat here and lied to you guys. Gemini is not my least favorite sign. It's the next one after this. Sagittarius. I fucking hate Sagittarius. I'm sorry if you're a Sagittarius. What? We just don't vibe. I think I've gotten along with like maybe 2 Sagittarius people. Maybe.
Were they like guys, girls?
Girls.
Oh, okay.
Girls. I don't think I even know. Oh wait, no, I got along with a guy Sagittarius before. I forgot about. Yeah, I have. But like, I don't really. I feel like if I have any enemies out there, they're Sagittarius. That sounds crazy, but it's true.
I think my cousin's Sagittarius.
Really?
Date? Okay, till December 21st. Yeah, she is a Sagittarius. She's so like. I'm sorry, you're gonna listen to this, but she is so crazy.
They are crazy.
Like, she is just a whole just ball of craziness. But she's so full of life too. And I think she's probably the only Sagittarius woman that I've like gotten along with. And maybe because she's my cousin, but yeah, she's the only one.
I have a very, very tiny little cousin that's one. She's like 12. And we get along. Which is 12. Like,
yeah.
You know, and it's different. It's like family. But like people outside of that, I'm sorry. There's like one friend that I have that's a Sagittarius. Like we used to be friends when we were younger.
Yeah.
And we just lost touch or whatever. But she was always cool. Like I never had an issue with her. So I think that I just don't like that sign. I don't think I could ever date someone that was a Sagittarius.
I couldn't either.
But you know what's funny? Beyonce is a Virgo, and I think JC is a Sagittarius. And I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I don't know what their signs are.
I just know that she's the queen of Virgos, everyone says. So
everyone says she's the queen of everything.
Yes.
But don't get me started on Beyonce because
we don't need the beehive coming at us. So. No, I don't want you to get started on Beyonce at all. No.
Love her. She's great though. She's very talented, very beautiful.
She is really talented. But that's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting here. The only way I could date a Virgo is because I think that we would push each other really well.
I think so, yeah.
Because Virgos like perfection.
Yeah, you guys do.
We like it could be a mess to somebody else, but it's our mess that we have organized in a certain way that we know what the fuck's happening and we know what's going on.
It's not a mess.
Absolutely not. So when people say that Virgos are super organized, that doesn't mean that like we're like OCD.
It
just means that we are organized in our own brain how things work.
Yeah.
And it's very down the line. And that's what with a Virgo, opposite of that, I guess, is Gemini for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's a struggle relationship.
What would be an opposite for me? I mean, as a Scorpio, like everyone would say, ooh, you're a Scorpio? Like, yeah, I am a Scorpio. I think the first thing to think of is like toxic, crazy, and just like very...
I think of lovers.
Passionate.
Like they're lovers to
But
me.
it's like, yeah, like, I mean, I've said it before, I'm the biggest lover girl there is out here. But I'm not gonna lie, I can be a little crazy, a little toxic, and I'm very passionate, I would say.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's why I'm very, very, like, compatible with my own sign, a Scorpio.
Okay.
And Taurus, because Taurus men are also very passionate. And our compatibility is like 100%.
Okay.
So I can see myself with the Taurus, but I cannot see myself with another Scorpio. Respectfully. I just cannot.
And what's your number one reason, like, why?
Scorpio men are just very, like... They're way more toxic. It's like...
What's your idea of toxic?
They're very needy. and they're very like, we're gonna do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what you want to do, type of thing. I'm like, oh no, that's just not gonna fly with me.
So with opposites, would you say you're needy? Because like
I am.
Okay, so you couldn't date someone who was needy. Correct. No. So opposites could work in things like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like personality wise, I think yes, it could to an extent. Opposites check, because again, we need that balance. We need someone that, like for me, I'm very quiet, so I would need someone who likes to talk and will make me feel comfortable and like talking even more.
See, I love that in somebody, but it also is something that annoys me. Like, if we're out and about and then he's just like chatting up everybody, that's like annoying to me. I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
I love that.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. I just
no.
Like, you could say hi, whatever, but I feel like you don't need to be like asking them their whole life story. Like, I don't give a fuck. They don't care. Why are we doing this?
You know what's so funny? Let me tell you a quick little story. I have a friend who I was hanging out with, and anytime we hang out, he is always stopped by anyone, like just the most randomest people. And most of the time, they are guys who will stop him, and they'll just literally, Mia, I kid you not, they'll talk about anything. Like, he is just very approachable.
What's his sign?
He's a Taurus.
Okay.
And every time, like, after that conversation's over with, like, him and whoever approaches him, he's like, why does this always happen to me? I'm like, you just have a very friendly aura, apparently, because it doesn't, like, literally a hobo can stop him and they'll have a 20-minute conversation.
That's funny. Only speaking because, like, I don't really know that many Taurus. I don't think. I'm, like, really thinking. I know, like, one of my really good friends. I know she's one. And no, she does talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, they're very
she's
talkative.
Very friendly.
Yeah.
Let me think about it. When I first met her, I didn't like her. No, which is I didn't. And we always joke about this now. Like, I really did not like her.
Is it because she talked a lot?
Probably.
Yeah.
She just annoyed me. So yeah. She just was like too much, and I just like I can't be around people sometimes when they're too much.
Yeah, I'm very like to myself. So, like, if you're over here, like, talking up a storm, I'm like, oh, my God. Do you need some water?
You know what sign? We didn't talk about Aquarius.
Aquarius. I only know women Aquarius. I don't think I know a guy Aquarius.
I just know that's my rising.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know. So that's, like, what you mask and show people that you are. I don't really know anything about them, though. Like, I think I might have known some people in the past that are them, but I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you any characteristics, things about them.
They're pretty easygoing.
Okay.
I would say. Again, I don't know many Aquarius people. I worked with one many, many, many years ago, and she's very chill, very easygoing, friendly, kind of quiet in a way. But I think they're very easy to get along with.
Okay. What about Aries?
Aries.
Now, I personally could never. That's
Why?
another one. I forgot about that. I think the fire signs are not good for me. This guy, he was an Aries, and this was like fucking like for a really long time ago. He messaged me and DM'd me, and like he was cute, sure, whatever. And then he asked me to hang out. I am available when I'm available. I'm a fucking mother. If I want to hang out with you, I'll hang out with you on my own time. Right. I just want to let anybody know this. I do not need to hang out with you because you think I want to hang out with you. I'll hang out with you when I want to fucking hang out with you.
Okay.
And he was like such a shit talker because when he would want to hang out with me and I'd be like, maybe, or I don't know, I might have to do this and this. He was like rude about it. Like me not wanting to hang out with him. And I was thinking, this is why you don't have any bitches. This is why.
Oh my God. Do you think maybe he was like, this girl is playing hard to get?
I'm not playing any games. If I'm going to hang out with you, I'll hang out with you. But if I'm not available, if an offer that comes up better is coming up better, I'm going to do that. Sometimes sleeping is better offer to me than hanging out with somebody.
Well, you just love your sleep.
Yeah, so I do. So it's different. So I'm just like, so that just put a bad taste in my mouth. But I do like Aries, like women. Like I get along with them really well.
I don't know if I know any Aries women or even guys. I don't think so. I do like Libras though. Some Libras are.
I don't
easy to talk to.
Well, you know, my good friend, her ex, she's a Taurus and her ex is a Libra, and she would like tell me things about them, like in their like I don't think that they go well together. Like there's signs of things that she would tell me that would irritate her. Like she said, like they're stubborn, kind of.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I've never even talked to a Libra like that.
Really?
Yeah. And every one that I've been around, I feel like is kind of quiet.
They are. They're very reserved.
Very,
very reserved. I think maybe that's why I like them.
Maybe. Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But they're like very selective too.
It's funny because Kim Kardashian is a Libra. She was married to Kanye West, who's a Gemini. But weird enough, I know they're not together anymore, but I thought they kind of worked.
Kind of, yeah.
I did. Geminis are very hard to date, but I feel like they're opposite, and that opposite worked for at least like I don't know how long they were together, but enough to have 4 kids. Like it worked.
Yeah. You
know, not everything is always forever. I am a believer. Like not everything's always forever. Everything is pretty much temporary. But they are opposite and they attracted for a little bit. I'm trying to think like if I've truly dated somebody like 1,000% opposite from me, and the only person that comes to mind is the Gemini. We're opposite in every single way.
Yeah, I can see that.
We think different. We like different foods. Like everything is different. The only thing that we like the same is like to watch like Dateline in 2020.
Okay.
That's about it. Everything else
that's
is
not enough.
We have to bargain with each other. Like, well, if you're going to pick this show this week, I've got to pick this show next week. Like it's very much like that. Okay. So, and I don't know if it's just our signs or what, but we're 1,000% opposite. Like there's nothing that I could think of that we are similar.
What's the number one sign from your experience to this day that you've been the most compatible with in like friendship, relationships, like romantically, sexually, like all of the above?
None of them.
Really?
None of them. Because I could be personality wise, I could vibe with somebody, but then sexually I won't.
Huh. So you haven't met that one person yet?
No. And it's funny with like opposites attract. Sexually, the Gemini is the one that I've attracted to the best. Okay. In that way. But the thing that I can say I like about being opposite is I like the way that other people's brains think. Like I that about being like, see, that's why I think like I go for the opposite maybe than what's like me. I think I'm a person that opposites attract for me.
Okay.
I'm sitting here thinking about it and all of like the people that I've been with that are similar to me and the ones that are not similar to me and things like that. And I think that opposite attracts the best for me. I have to have someone who's outgoing. I have to have like a leader.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I'm a leader too.
Yes, you are.
So that's hard. And me saying that, like, 'cause I'm very, very, very headstrong.
Yeah, you need to find someone who's like so high in their like masculine era that they allow you to embrace your femininity.
Correct. And that's very hard because I'm very headstrong. I think that like a lot of women in my family actually are like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Very, very, very headstrong. My mom is like that. And I think I have to date someone who's very strong, very confident. I have to date a confident man.
Yes.
They have to be like that or it's not going to work. But they also have to be able to stand up to me.
Yes. I agree.
And
yeah.
You laugh.
Same.
But I have dated men that cannot stand up to me.
What?
Absolutely. Now, I don't mean like disrespecting me. I mean like just like, hey, I think we should do it this way, this way, this way. Hey, you need to listen to me before we can just talk this out.
Yeah.
No, I've had men be just like, okay, whatever. Because I'm so headstrong. Like I'm so like in there, like I'm right and I'm this, and this, and this. Oh, and then they're bending to me. So when they're bending to me, sometimes I'm bendy. I need someone who's not bendy. I need someone who's like, no, It's this.
I don't think I've ever dated or like talked to someone who is like, okay, yeah, whatever you want.
Oh, I have a lot.
I was like, no, like you're wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong and why we should probably do it this way, or we could do it this way. And I'm like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, you're right.
And I like someone who I think more logically. I'm very realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like really realistic. I always go in like thinking something's negative, so I'm prepared. Oh. Then I am always like that. I need someone who's not. So okay. Opposite of that, I need someone who's opposite of me,
and I am the opposite of that.
Yeah. Oh no,
I need someone realistic because I'm like being positive and like, okay, it's gonna go this way, and it's like maybe it's not gonna go that way. Like it could go this way actually.
Yeah, no, I'm very realistic. I'm like, nope, it's going to go like this. Yeah. And if it goes like that, it's fine. But if it goes the other way, we're cool. But if it goes bad, we know it's bad. We're prepared for it. And it is what it is. I'm super realistic.
I wish I was more realistic, though. I will admit that. I am very much in my delulu-ness lately. Like, I'm literally living everything that I do. I'm like, you know what? I'm living for the plot. I am in season 3 of my life.
You know what's so funny? Last night, I told someone... They're like, oh, this is like a TV show. And I was like, I've only been on for 33 seasons, so I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't...
Oh, gosh, you're like Grey's Anatomy Part 2.
Exactly. So I was like, this is season 33. Like, I'm dying to know what's going to happen the next episode, too, because I don't know. But I need someone who's not predictable because I feel like I'm predictable.
Yeah.
So, see, I need opposite.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm really predictable. I am not spontaneous. My daughter is spontaneous. And that drives me crazy. It's so, and that's like, dating some, like a sign that the same as my daughter is like, they're spontaneous. I'm not. I'm very like, no, this is the plan. And I need someone to break me out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I personally need opposite.
Yeah, you need someone to break you out of your comfort.
Yeah.
Give you something that you're not used to on a day-to-day. Yes. I get that. Yeah. I can agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that, actually.
Yeah, so... That's how I think about like with opposites. I'm like, when we first started doing this, like the beginning of this conversation, I was like, I don't think I really like opposites for myself. Like I want someone who's like me. But then as we started talking, I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
we don't want Mia dating another Mia. Like it's just not gonna work.
No, we'd be two freaking psychopaths in a relationship.
That's scary.
It is scary because we both we're. I don't think I'm a type A person. But then I think I'm type A. Very like I'm a planner. Everything I do, I plan.
Okay, yeah, I can agree. So do I at times.
I mean, everything I do. I am not one to be like
last minute.
Oh no, no,
you are not a last minute girly.
No. No. I cannot do anything last minute. That shit like starts to mess with my anxiety.
No, I get that. It's very rare if I'm like last minute, but I really do like to like my weeks. Like I love to plan on my weeks, and if it doesn't go as I planned it on like Sunday night, I'm screwed. Like the whole week is probably just gonna fall apart.
Correct. And see, that's why I need someone who's not like we have to live by your schedule.
Yeah, someone to break you out of that. Be like, no, you know what? You're supposed to be doing this today, but no, we're actually going to go do this instead.
Yeah.
It's going to drive you crazy, though.
It does drive me crazy, but it's what I need.
Yeah.
I need to be pushed out of my element, out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And if I date someone like me, I'm going to be nothing but in my comfort zone.
Yeah,
that is true. I'm going to be my comfort zone. Everything is going to be what I need it to be, and I like the thought of not knowing of what it's going to be. I think when you date someone opposite, you don't know what the day is going to bring. I think if you date someone the same as you, you know what the day is going to bring.
I want to know.
I don't want to know.
To be honest, I want to know.
I don't want to know. I need a little bit of spice in my life because I'm a boring ass bitch. So I need someone who's not boring.
Okay, yeah. So I think we can agree that opposites do attract to a certain extent, like especially when it comes to like personality wise. Yes, but I will still say that when it comes to your values and your beliefs and all of that, opposites do not attract.
To that point, they don't, but I wonder if like you're dating somebody and you guys have completely different views on everything, like how to raise your children.
Oh, that's yeah.
And things like that. I wonder if it's like you can find a happy medium with an opposite.
I think if there's enough like love and respect, you can.
I think that's where people mix it up at with like opposites and stuff like that with like political views. You're entitled to how you feel, whatever. But it's just about respecting the other person.
Oh, absolutely.
And how they feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that's hard. And I know like an example, like my sister's husband, he said he could never date someone that had a different political view than him. He just couldn't do it. Because he feels so strongly about it.
Right.
Which I mean, like I used to be like super into politics, like very much so. Not so much anymore. I just think it's like so like different now.
Oh, yeah.
I think now it's completely different than when I could first vote.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it would be like a icebreaker for me, or not an icebreaker, like a, what is it called? Like
a deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Yeah. I don't think it'd be a deal breaker.
Okay.
Religious. Well, that one would be hard for me.
Yeah.
And for a lot of reasons. More values, more. I just need someone who respects God.
Yeah, ultimately, yes.
That's like the thing, I think. And just not a judgy religious type.
Yes.
Because,
yeah,
your views are your views. Your beliefs are your beliefs. But don't push them on me. And I think that's like where the opposites clash at.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that, I mean, I've only ever had that problem like one time.
Really?
Like yeah, that I've said that. Like it was more about like, you know, pro-choice, pro-life or whatever, and like homophobic things. Like I don't do well with homophobic slurs and things like that. Like I don't like that shit. So like those are things that are opposite of me that I can't get. I don't think I can get past it.
No, you can't. No.
I'm trying to, but it's like, because, you know, everybody thinks differently and I try to respect everyone's opinions, but there's just certain things that I'm like, you have to be fucking so hateful.
Yeah, I think it just depends, like, how far are they taking it?
Yeah.
Because it's like, if they feel the opposite of what you feel, I think you can respect that and they can respect your belief, as long as there's no, like, again, no disrespecting in the middle.
Correct. And I think that's with opposites attracting and stuff. You have to respect the opposite.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's literally not going to work.
I agree.
And you should probably talk about those things before you get in a relationship anyway. Like a serious relationship.
Second date.
That's, you know what? We should talk about this. Actually, this is a good episode that's going to be coming up soon. So we'll have to talk about that. Because there's things that you should definitely talk about before you get into a relationship. And we will touch on that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you guys want to tell us how opposites have attracted for you or didn't work out in the past and what zodiac signs are good for you and what are not, we are going to do another video about zodiac signs, more in depth about things about it. But that's just stay tuned. But don't forget to like us on everything.
Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all of the above.
Yes, and please give us a 5-star ratings if you love us. If you hate us, don't say anything at all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and don't forget to subscribe to everything that we have. And we will
see all of you single lovers next time.
Bye.
Bye.